afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Live at 4. You made it to the end of the week, Brady.
Yeah,
Thank you for your help this week. It was really fun. I really appreciate your help.
Yeah, I always have fun with you.
It's Friday and the weekend is almost here.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, yes, you are. We have a fun show coming up, and Mark will be back on Monday. Here's what's topping our news today. The criminal complaint filed in the Lily Peters case has been unsealed. We'll tell you what we found.
And we continue our newsroom conversation about the right to be forgotten.
And we'll take a look at where Dane County stands in COVID cases compared to the rest of Wisconsin. Let's take a look outside today. It was another cloudy one, but not too dreary. What are these two doing?
Are they playing disc golf?
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, look at that.
I thought, are they playing golf? Not traditional golf. Yeah, good day for that. Mama is going to like this Mother's Day weekend forecast.
What a gift.
It is a gift. Let's head out to the weather patio. Dana has the details. Hi, Dana.
Hey, it is going to be really nice outside for Saturday and mostly dry for Sunday. So your Mother's Day weekend right now really looks wonderful for us. We're trying to get some sunshine out for us over Madison, temperature-wise, sitting close to 64, so a seasonable afternoon. A little bit of a breeze, but not too bad. 57 in Janesville, 58 in Monroe right now, 67, though, in Lone Rock. Looking at our Doppler track, the reason that Janesville is a little cooler, we've had some light showers there. This is what we were talking about yesterday. Light drizzle for areas south of Madison passing through. Not seeing a lot of accumulation, but we did have some of those lighter showers rotate in over the last few hours. As we look ahead to tomorrow, whatever your outdoor plans may be, hey, if you're heading down 14 across Plains, we have sunshine in the forecast for Saturday. Temperature-wise, we'll be climbing up into the low 60s again with a light breeze expected for tomorrow as well. Looking at our traffic conditions right now, again, you're going to need the shades for the drive home. The Beltline a little slow eastbound, what we usually see your Friday evening commute look like. North and southbound on the interstate right now, they're nice and green. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City and downtown to Sun Prairie, 17 minutes for us right now. We'll take a closer look at that temperature trend heading into Mother's Day and what's going to get even warmer outside for next week in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, we'll check back in just a little bit. Thank you. First at 4, a criminal complaint filed against the 14-year-old charged with killing Lily Peters in Chippewa County has been unsealed.
It provides more information about the night the 10-year-old girl was killed. The complaint says officers with the Chippewa County Police Department spoke with the suspect in Peters' death 2 days after she disappeared and a day after her body was found. During their interview, the boy said he helped Peters get her bike from an area home the night she disappeared. Peters then rode her bike on a local trail while the boy rode alongside her on a hoverboard. After the killing, the suspect said he became scared and went home where he showered and put his dirty clothing in the laundry. He later returned to, quote, hide her better after hearing Peters was reported missing.
We are continuing our coverage tonight of how policies that newsrooms set can impact lives for years after small mistakes are gone.
This comes after our report last night highlighting one Madison man facing years of stigma for a crime he was never charged with. Naomi Coles has more.
This case highlighted a specific policy we have now implemented in the past year, not naming people before they're formally charged with a crime. But it's also led to us rolling out a completely new policy, a framework where people can apply to have their names or photos removed from old articles. Kathleen Culver, director for UW's Center for Journalism Ethics, says this is a long-delayed policy that the news industry in general is only slowly adopting.
We have trust building to do in news. It's really important work to be done. And if we're seen as siloed and not responding to people's concerns and questions, that's going to damage trust, not build trust.
Now, our framework is limited. It applies to people whose records are expunged, who are named in accusations that they weren't ultimately charged with, or for very minor crimes. That is at channel3000.com/removal. For the larger conversation with Kathleen about how the digital era has changed newsroom responsibility, that will be on For the Record this Sunday at 10:30.
We're looking forward to that conversation because Google changed everything. The digital age changed everything. But what took us so long? Newsrooms, not us specifically,
Sure.
but journalism in general, why is it so complicated to remove your name from a posted article?
You know, our job is to be the record keeper for the community, right? Our job is keeping that historical record, and also in the past, it was a lot harder to access archives. You know, you had to go to the library or to go into a newsroom's physical archives in order to dig out these small mistakes in the past. And so it just, when the internet era happened, Google wasn't, didn't come right away. It kind of came later, and just this easy accessibility in search engines now is something that has to now completely change our entire mindset. And frankly, I mean, we're a bit of a dinosaur. It's hard for us to change.
Well, was there a ground zero? Where did this push begin?
Back in 2018, Cleveland.com, their online version for the newspaper The Plain Dealer in Cleveland, they were one of the first to start this major project called The Right to be Forgotten. Brady, you actually mentioned this at the top of the show. It's kind of what we're using colloquially to describe this. They were featured in the Radiolab podcast around that time, and it kind of picked up traction as newsrooms started paying attention. Their policy for providing a framework for people to ask that their names and pictures be removed. Other newsrooms started following suit. The Salt Lake Tribune, the Boston Globe are major ones. We, as far as I know, are one of the first, if not the first, in Wisconsin to do this.
Your story has generated a lot of reaction and response, and it might be the beginning of big change for a lot of other newsrooms around the state and around the country.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, we have to adjust. It's interesting. And Sunday, for the record, 10:30. We're looking forward to it. Naomi, thank you.
Thank you.
New numbers reveal Dane County is seeing a higher rate of COVID cases than the rest of the state.
But it's also seeing fewer deaths. Eric Franke joins us now with a closer look at those numbers. Eric?
Brady, Susan, as the numbers creep up nationwide, it's about 67,000 new cases per day across the nation right now. Dane County is seeing higher numbers than the rest of the state, 246 per day. This is all due to the new Omicron subvariants. And while that's a case rate of 1.7 times higher than the rest of the state, you can pretty much attribute that to a higher testing rate as well. It correlates very closely to that 1.6 times the rate of the rest of the state. Now, where you see a stark difference is the death rate. People who get COVID outside Dane County are 2.2 times more likely, more than twice as likely to die from it. Now, vaccines appear to have a connection to that discrepancy. While 84% of Dane County residents have at least one dose of a vaccine, that is 20% higher than the state average. And that's urging everyone, health officials, to stay up to date on their vaccinations, get those booster doses to prevent serious infection and possible hospitalization. Susan?
Eric, thank you. A Madison woman is being sentenced to 13 years in prison for a fatal shooting inside a city parking garage in 2018. Dane County Circuit Court Judge Chris Taylor sentenced Kenyara Gadsden, adding an additional 11 years of extended supervision after the prison sentence. Gadsden was convicted in January for a shooting that took place in October of 2018 in the State Street campus parking ramp that killed 21-year-old Stephen Villegas. Gadsden's time served of 715 days will be applied to the sentence.
A former Verona substitute teacher was sentenced to 2 years probation today for inappropriately touching a 13-year-old student in 2020. Justin Schallert was arrested in March 2020 after a female student in a class he was teaching at Badger Ridge Middle School reported he played with her hair and put his hand on the upper part of her chest, reaching under her shirt. As part of the sentencing, Schallert will surrender his teaching license and will never teach again.
Beloit police say a suspected drunk driver drove their car into the Rock River overnight but was able to get out of the vehicle safely. Police say the driver, a 21-year-old man, drove a Chevy Camaro into the river near 4th Street and Liberty Avenue just before midnight. The man was able to get through the window of the car and swim to shore, but was arrested for a first offense OWI. Police are working with the Rock County dive team to retrieve the car.
A broken water main led to as much as 10 inches of standing water flooding the Salvation Army on East Washington Avenue. Losses total about $1 million, with flooding affecting offices, the gymnasium, and the weight room. They're still looking for the actual break in the pipe. In the meantime, many of the Salvation Army programs have been affected.
Again, our focus is just trying to sort out the details about how long is it going to take for us to be able to reopen. We have a lot of community groups that use our facilities, and we want to just try to get it back together as fast as we can, but we got to make sure everything is safe and sound.
Until the Salvation Army opens its doors again, all services will be suspended, like the after-school program for kids, the gym, and the community closet.
The leaked draft opinion published by Politico Sunday night has sparked a week's worth of protests over abortion rights.
It's also spurred legislatures in the nation's capital and state capitals to step up work on abortion-related bills.
Natalie Brand has more from Capitol Hill.
Anti-abortion rights advocates rallied in Atlanta Friday afternoon.
I'm pro-life because I'm a human being.
Demonstrations on both sides of the issue are taking place in cities nationwide as senators head home for the weekend to hear from constituents ahead of a planned vote next week to make abortion rights legal nationwide.
In a pregnancy, I don't believe that it is the state that should intervene with its heavy hand and make the decision.
If Roe versus Wade is struck down by the Supreme Court, abortion rights will be decided by individual states.
I think those decisions should be made by the elected representatives of the people back in the various states. I think that's the correct answer.
Republicans remain opposed to the Democratic bill, and that includes moderate Senator Susan Collins of Maine, who says she'll vote against it. Senator Collins and Alaska Republican Lisa Murkowski have proposed a more narrow bill to codify Roe, but keep protections for health providers who oppose abortion on religious grounds.
We are not looking to compromise something as vital as this.
States and legal experts are already anticipating what could be the next wave of legal battles.
I think it brings up a lot of new questions. For instance, there are states that are trying to say, not only can we ban abortions within our state, but we're going to try to ban our residents from traveling into another state.
Citing Supreme Court Justice Alito's draft opinion on Roe versus Wade, Republican state lawmakers in Louisiana advanced a bill through a House committee to criminalize abortion, classifying it as a homicide. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
We are looking ahead today to a Boys and Girls Club event giving back to the community. It is the annual Hearts for Helping Paint the Town. It's coming Friday, May 20th. The Boys and Girls Club says the money raised will help kids succeed in their next step in life.
We have team members and colleagues at schools and college campuses across Dane County. And for example, the Avitops partnership, I really want to call out. This is our partnership with the Madison Metropolitan School District, working with high schoolers and middle schoolers. We work with over 800 students, helping them, get college ready and career ready.
Hearts for Helping is scheduled for Friday, May 20th at the Concourse Hotel. Our Leah Linscheid is emceeing the event. You can buy tickets, you can buy a whole table if you want to, or donate to the cause at bgcdc.org. And we have a link on Channel 3000.
Oh, very nice. Well, next at 4, we'll stop by the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art in downtown Madison.
It's gallery night tonight at dozens of venues across the Madison area. We'll have a live preview when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new custom sofas and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Feeling trapped by your expensive cell phone plan? Here's the key. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Keep your phone and number with the same great coverage as the big carriers. Escape to a no-contract $20 a month plan with talk, text, and data. It's easy to connect. With our award-winning customer support team, no sleight of hand is required. Call, go online, or visit Target to get your new SIM card or phone today.
Why hide your skin if Dupixent has your moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis under control?
Hide my skin, not me.
Because Dupixent targets a root cause of eczema, it helps heal your skin from within, keeping you one step ahead of it.
Hide my skin, not me.
And for kids ages 6 and up, that means clearer skin and noticeably less itch. With Dupixent, you can change how their skin looks and feels. And that's the kind of change you notice.
Hide my skin? Not me.
Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. When you help heal your skin from within, you can show more with less eczema. Talk to your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent, a breakthrough eczema treatment.
What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day. So get ready for summer now with USA Premium Foam. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. Call now before our busy summer season and get $500 off whole home insulation. But that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
Even liberal fact-checkers say Democrats have repeatedly lied about me. Now they distorted my record on the tax relief I got for more than 90% of American businesses. The truth is, because of my efforts, small businesses like these on Main Street were able to stay competitive with the big guys. I held firm so that all businesses got tax cuts, allowing them to grow and create good-paying jobs. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale, on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all-new Serta mattresses and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale, going on now.
Welcome back, everyone. London is gearing up for a big celebration.
The Platinum Jubilee will mark the Queen's 70th year on the throne. But the big question, will the Queen even be there? Well, based on the latest updates about next month's big event, that's still up in the air. A royal source says Queen Elizabeth is looking forward to the weekend and plans to take part in the celebrations, but says her presence will not be confirmed until much nearer the time or on the day itself. We do know a number of the members of the royal family will not be there. Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, along with Prince Andrew, won't be on the balcony, which is seen as the prime photo op for the celebration.
Wall Street had another down day today, despite an April jobs report that showed the U.S. economy added more jobs than expected. The Dow was down almost 100 at the close. The S&P 500 was down 25. The NASDAQ was down almost 173. Well, it is a very big night for the arts scene in Madison.
And a chance for all you procrastinators to do some last-minute gift buying before Mother's Day.
Tonight is Gallery Night in downtown Madison, hosted by the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art, but it's taking place at venues all across the city. Marnie McEntee is the Director of Communications at MMoCA. Hi, Marnie. Welcome to Live at 4.
Hello. Hi. Thank you for having me.
Gallery Night is always a very exciting night, and now it's back in person and back to normal and bigger than ever. How many venues are participating tonight?
Yes, it is big. This year we have more than 80 venues all over town. We have some in the Middleton area, downtown, the north side, the Willie Street area, and the Near East side.
And could you describe some of the art that we're seeing in the background of you? It looks really cool.
Sure, yes. This exhibition just opened. It's the 2022 Wisconsin Triennial, and it is called Ain't I a Woman? And it was guest curated by Fatima Laster, who is based in Milwaukee. And it is an exhibition featuring 23 black female artists from around the state. And so I really recommend if folks can come down here, because there's just something to see in several different parts of the museum as part of the triennial.
Oh, it's wonderful. And for people who may not be familiar with Gallery Night, explain a little bit. Is it just viewing art, or are there also things that you can purchase and support local artists?
Yes, exactly. That's a big part of it, is to be able to support local artists and local businesses participating in Gallery Night. A lot of it will just be, you know, galleries and businesses and shops with artwork on their walls. Most of it will be for purchase. There's also some venues that are going to have some demonstrations, some art demonstrations, some music. There might be some snacks out there, some beverages, so it's really a great and fun evening.
Well, we mentioned it at the top of the story, but Mother's Day is coming up. Why is art just the perfect gift for mom or an influential woman in your life?
Absolutely. I think that because of the variety of artwork that people are going to be seeing tonight, you can find pretty much something for anyone. There's going to be painting, sculpture, pottery, you name it. There's going to be a lot of stuff that people can buy, and I think Mom would be very happy to receive.
I'd like a smaller picture of Sojourner Truth that's behind her there. That would be really cool. How long does it go tonight? It's just tonight, right?
That is correct. It's just tonight. We do it every spring and fall, and it goes from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. There are a few venues that might have slightly different hours, so we recommend that people go to amoca.org/gallery night and look at the list of venues and see if they have slightly different hours. But for the most part, everyone is going to be participating from 5 to 9 p.m. tonight.
Have a great event, Marnie. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us tonight. It's good to see you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And coming up next at 4, in today's tough job market, no manager wants to see good employees leave.
And many employees are actually returning to their jobs after they leave. They're called boomerangs. More on this when Live at 4 continues.
If you have type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, you're a target for chronic kidney disease. You can already have it and not know it. If you have chronic kidney disease, your kidney health could depend on what you do today. Farxiga is a pill that works in the kidneys to help slow the progression of chronic kidney disease. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and low blood sugar. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may lead to death. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis. And don't take it if you are on dialysis. Take aim at chronic kidney disease by talking to your doctor and asking about Farxiga. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Farxiga.
Patio doors, patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors.
We do patio doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win. Yes! At 5, Brandy will stream her first concert and gain her first band. Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on. After all, we're the nationwide network built by locals for locals. U.S. Cellular.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues to help hardworking families attain homeownership. By providing financial coaching, homeowners can manage their mortgage and other finances while building stability for their family. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid eye drop specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xiidra like I did.
I prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Well, take a look at this. A night at the opera. But this opera has gone to the dogs. A dog pra. The Opera Colorado teamed up with guide dogs for the blind to host a special puppy training session at a rehearsal for their production of Carmen. Roughly a dozen guide dogs and their handlers, they all enjoyed the show.
That's a good idea to see how dogs react with live music and things. Well, for the first time in 3 years, the Kentucky Derby will be run tomorrow in front of a full crowd at historic Churchill Downs. The 148th running of the Derby is a return to normalcy. It's being held as it traditionally is on the first Saturday in May, but rain could be an issue. Showers are expected in Louisville tomorrow, today and tomorrow. And Dana, I don't know if you saw the list of the horses' names, but there's a horse in the race called Summer is Tomorrow.
Hey!
That I think you should put a bet on.
I think I have to. I think I'm like obligated to do that. So Gary and I will put some money down, I think.
For us, it's not Summer is Tomorrow, it's Summer is Monday, right?
Monday, yes. Monday and next week. It is coming in early and really sticking with us. It looks like we're in for quite a warm stretch right now through the back half of the 10-day, but we'll take a closer look at just how warm it's going to get right after the break.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio Enclosures.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause status.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Quality, longevity, selection. These words have been synonymous with the Surgenians and Karastan brands for over 90 years. Save up to 20% on Karastan carpets this month with special financing and rebates. Local, sustainable, Surgenians.
My dad risked everything to start a little construction company. He was the welder, and my mom drove the dump truck. Nothing fancy about that, but it was theirs. I'm Tim Michaels, and I'm proud to follow in his footsteps, growing the business from a few hundred employees to today, over 8,000. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who knows how to get things done, create jobs, and how to lead. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor.
Tim Michaels for governor.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio Enclosures.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It is dry right now in Madison, but we are seeing some light showers over Janesville currently. This is the very northern edge of a system that's currently centered over Kentucky, bringing some stronger thunderstorms right now to the mid-Atlantic, stretching into parts of Ohio as well. But this is going to continue to move off east, so that light drizzle for parts of Rock County and Greene County slowly pulling away. In fact, things will dry up by the end of, once we get closer to about 6 o'clock. So this evening and overnight, things are nice and dry outside, and that's going to lead us into a sunny sky sky for our Saturday. Again, looking at Doppler track right now, overall Madison quiet, but we have seen those light showers just cross over the state line. Couldn't keep them down in Illinois today. Temperatures this afternoon in the mid to upper 60s, but we've been cooler in areas where we've seen that light rain. Overnight, the cloud coverage clears out. For Saturday morning, temperatures will be close to 40 degrees early in the day, and then afternoon high temperatures will climb up to the mid 60s. So a pretty seasonable afternoon for Saturday, but that warming trend really expected to kick off as we head into the start of next week. So enjoy the nice, comfortable weekend before things might get a little too warm for some folks. Sunday morning, we're dry for Mother's Day. In the afternoon, though, it will have a slight chance for a few isolated showers or thunderstorms. Notice it's not a big area moving through, but I wouldn't be surprised if some folks do feel a few raindrops later in the day on Mother's Day. High temperatures tomorrow in the mid 60s, a mostly sunny sky, and just a smidge milder than where we're at today. But man, looking at the 6 to 10 day, very likely that we're going to see above average temperatures. Madison just included in this bullseye in the middle of the map, but most of the country expected to see a heat wave for us for next week. That's really going to continue really into our 8 to 14 day outlook through the middle of the month. We'll continue to see those elevated temperatures. Mid 60s for Saturday and for Mother's Day on Sunday. Looking ahead to Monday, we warm right up in the upper 70s on Monday with a chance for showers and thunderstorms in the late afternoon and evening. Tuesday, though, high temperatures will be in the mid 80s. Now, the thing to keep in mind when we have temperatures in the mid 80s with that chance for showers and storms, we start talking about humidity again. Our heat index readings will likely climb up into the low 90s on Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, temperatures pull back down a little bit to the mid to low 80s. It will stay close to 80 for Friday. So really more of a end of June, even early July forecast for next week. Chance for showers and thunderstorms sticking with us heading into next weekend. And even then, temperatures are still about 10 degrees above average in the mid 70s. A few more storm chances possible for us for the following Saturday and Sunday and heading into that next Monday. So just keep that in mind next week. I don't like to encourage folks turning on the AC too early, but if you're someone who really doesn't like the heat or may not be able to handle those warmer temperatures, it is going to get warm outside for us.
Well, I think we're ready for it. Look how we're dressed. We're ready for it.
Yes. I mean, I think this is a very, very summer ensemble.
Yes,
good for us,
we
guys.
are. Yeah. All right, thank you, Dana. Scores of workers who left their jobs during the pandemic are actually coming back.
As Vanessa Yurkovic reports, they're called boomerang employees.
I am officially a boomerang.
And so are millions of other American workers today. A boomerang, someone who left an employer before choosing to return. Boomerangs like Jim Klimas made up 4.3% of all U.S. job switches last year, up from 3.3% pre-pandemic, according to LinkedIn.
Was there any resistance on your end initially?
Yeah, definitely. Just being concerned that it would feel like a step backwards.
Klimas worked in HR at Adobe, but in 2020, he left for a new opportunity. Last year, he returned to Adobe after just 18 months. The average time Americans boomerang back is down from 22 months to 17 months.
Part of it was during the pandemic, it was harder to sink roots into a company. I missed some of the colleagues and the confidence that I could do important work and add value and have impact was the most important thing.
Boomeranging often carries a negative connotation, but that is changing, likely due to the more than 11.5 million unfilled jobs in the U.S., while a record 4.5 million Americans quit in March. The balance of power has shifted to the employee.
Historically, boomeranging was not seen as a positive thing. I think it's the first time we've seen employers really welcoming that trend as well to say, we'd love to have you back here.
But is it desperation too?
Of course, part of it is that they're so aware of the competition and they don't want to lose out.
Will Staney, CEO of Proactive Talent, a recruiting firm, says he has 3 boomerangs working at his 50-person company and calls them the best untapped secret.
They've gone and gathered other skill sets elsewhere with the context of what they learned at your company. The onboarding is smoother. You know, the training, the culture fit is already determined. I think it's a great low cost and high quality way of hiring.
It's also a gut check on the company's value and culture.
A boomerang represents that we're achieving our goals as a company, that we're scaling and improving and growing.
Like many Americans, Klimas had options when he was looking for his next move. But ultimately, the familiarity of Adobe, the impact he felt he could make, and remote work helped him seal the deal.
Were you surprised that you ended up back at Adobe?
Yes. Yes, and a lot of it goes back to the worry or the being careful not to feel like I was taking a step backwards. So when it felt right, it was a surprise.
Well, part of boomeranging is because younger workers are more willing to switch companies in order to advance.
Recent labor stats show the average tenure with employees is 4.1 years and only 2.8 years for 25 to 34-year-olds. Coming up next on Live at 4, has summer blockbuster season come? We'll take a look at the Marvel movie that released last night.
And then coming up next hour at 5, with primaries coming up in about 3 months, who will the GOP endorse for the upcoming fight against Governor Evers? Our political reporter Will Keneally will have that story at 5.
If you have advanced non-small cell lung cancer, your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, tests positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Together, Opdivo plus Yervoy helps your immune system launch a response that fights cancer in 2 different ways. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more time together, more family time, more time to remember. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about the combination of 2 immunotherapies, Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
Hello, spring. Hello, savings. Now at the Century House. Save hundreds with a free leather upgrade. Or get $300 off stressless Mike & Max motorized recliners with a soft rocking motion that provides instant comfort. And $300 off the new 50th anniversary retro stressless Royal recliner, available with the iconic stressless original base. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows. We've done the runaround.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different. The experts guided us through every step of their no-pressure process.
We really loved their educational approach. Next Door and Window helped us understand what was right for us.
They have a totally different approach to doors and windows. They made the window and door replacement process simple.
Call 844-600-NEXT to get 50% off your installation.
What are you recommending for muscle pain?
Based on clinical data, I recommend Salon Pass.
Agreed. My patients like these patches because they work up to 12 hours, even on moderate pain.
Salon Pass, it's good medicine.
Tonight at 5, media responsibility is crucial with the rise of the internet. Why News 3 Now has adopted a new policy when it comes to naming crime suspects.
Temperatures will be nice and the weather should be mainly dry for Mother's Day weekend. If there is any rain, it'll be late Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. Warm and humid weather arrives for next week. I'll let you know if there'll be any chances for thunderstorms at 5.
And ahead at 6, we show you how the Madison community has come together to help the Salvation Army after a devastating flood. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Doesn't Miami look nice today?
Oh, look at the water. Beautiful day there today. It's 85 degrees. Miami, by the way, is the site for the Formula One Grand Prix this weekend. First time in 2 years that event will be back.
Busy place.
Yeah, look at the boats. Nice, very nice. Well, the latest movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe hits theaters bright and early tomorrow morning, or this morning.
Yeah, Rick Damigella talked with Elizabeth Olsen about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
You okay? Things get even stranger in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
Elizabeth Olsen continues her WandaVision story arc in the film.
It was kind of a big whirlwind, finishing WandaVision on a Wednesday and going to England on a Friday to quarantine, but then to make this film.
You break the rules. Look out! Become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy.
I do feel like it's just a great continuation. I've really loved being a part of this family. You don't get to do this that often in this job, get to be with a character for 8 years. And so it's been an incredible journey.
If this is your first appointment with Doctor Strange, you may want to prep a bit before entering the Multiverse of Madness.
This is our home.
Then let's fight for it.
Most important is the Disney Plus series WandaVision. If you slept on this one, a binge before seeing the movie wouldn't be a bad thing. And while not as critical, a spin through the alternate realities of Marvel Studios' animated What If series wouldn't hurt either.
Things just got out of hand.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Now, did you see the first one?
I saw the first one and I loved it. And then I watched that show WandaVision. So I think those two components you might need to see.
You need to do a little homework before you see it.
So brush up on that and then we'll go to this new one.
We'll see what Will Loper thinks about it on Monday here on Live at 4. When we come back, we're going backstage with Bruno.
Michael Bruno takes us behind the scenes of Janesville Parker's production of Anastasia, the new musical, when Live at 4 continues.
A great day when you have a beautiful backdrop like this behind us for our on-location Buzzed Into Madison. Lisa Lampkins, she is a familiar face with AARP Wisconsin. She is their advocacy director. And we're here today because you guys are hosting the world's most expensive tailgate. Tell us more, Lisa. What does this mean?
That's right, Emmy. We are hosting the world's most expensive tailgate to shine a spotlight on increasing prescription drug prices. We're really calling out Big Pharma for price gouging Wisconsin seniors. If consumer prices went up as much as prescription drug prices, then some Wisconsin tailgate favorites would be way out of range. For example, a 6-pack of beer would be nearly $29. A 6-pack of brats would be almost $12, and a pound of Wisconsin cheese would be about $17. That's one expensive tailgate.
Those are truly alarming numbers. And I mean, everybody feels this because there is inflation and there's price increases on goods and homes and you name it. But why does this truly affect the seniors?
Well, inflation hits seniors especially hard. And then consider that we pay 3 times more what other people pay in other countries for the same prescription drugs. When you combine that with rising grocery prices, it's a hit on seniors' pocketbooks. And some people have to end up choosing between paying for their groceries or paying for the medicine they need.
What do we have to do? What can people do to make sure that their voice is heard?
Well, right now we're calling on Congress to pass comprehensive prescription drug legislation. And the ball's in the U.S. Senate's court. So contact your senators and encourage them to pass prescription drug packages.
All right, AARP.org. Lisa, thank you so much. I'm Emmy Fink, and you're Buzzed Into Madison.
Fry Construction is celebrating 27 years with a big
big anniversary sale. Join us to save 27%. That's right, 27%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 2 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 27% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
My dad risked everything to start a little construction company. He was the welder, and my mom drove the dump truck. Nothing fancy about that, but it was theirs. I'm Tim Michaels, and I'm proud to follow in his footsteps, growing the business from a few hundred employees to today, over 8,000. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who knows how to get things done, create jobs, and how to lead. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor.
Tim Michaels for governor.
We only have a quick 20 seconds, but I do want to take a closer look at the Beltline right now. Westbound, we have an accident close to the Dodd Drive exit. The right lane is closed, and because of this, delays westbound extending past John Nolan. Eastbound also delayed from Todd Drive past 151, but that's the usual stretch that we see for this time in the evening. So again, an accident close to Todd Drive on the westbound side. The right lane is closed at this time.
Thank you, Dana. The Janesville Parker Arts Academy, focused on the performing arts, is holding its final performance of the school year.
The musical Anastasia opens tonight at Janesville Parker High School.
Based on the beloved animated movie, the musical is about discovering who you are and who you're meant to be. Our Michael Bruno went backstage to check it all out.
This is a story about love, and not just romantically, but finding family and your place and loving yourself as much as others.
Everything I wanted, suddenly so clear, my past and my future so near.
Of course, it's about the famous Romanovs of Russia and the infamous story of Anastasia, who is the daughter that is supposedly still alive. And it's about following the journey of Anya, a girl named Anya, and whether or not she really is Anastasia. You go from Russia, royalty in Russia, the age of royalty, and waltzing and grand ball.
I refuse to hope. I must stop believing I will ever find her.
A lot of hard work and a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. I've actually pulled my hamstring 3 times and had to take some time off. I love confident characters for some reason. They're just like really fun and really, I don't know, there's something about them that just makes me into a different person on the stage, I would say. It's just amazing how it makes me feel.
So it takes you from Russia after the revolution all the way to Paris, and it's flashy and it's fun.
No afternoon card games with the Tsar. No caviar, but I say we're not dead now. We're not dead now, we're in France instead now. Let us not be sad, the night's young, and Russians are mad, so let's live in the night.
My character is Countess Lily. She's the Dowager's lady-in-waiting. So she hangs out with her, you know, is always there for her when things get hard.
Let's put on a cruise of old and let's know our world's away. In Russia, land of yesterday.
What is it about musical comedy that kind of speaks to you as an actor and as a person?
I love just a silly character. I love just getting on stage and letting loose and just doing whatever.
We know the world.
You watch the people that are in the background, not necessarily right up in the front with the big numbers, and they are just as dedicated and just as if they're the star of that number.
We do run our shows on the basis that there is no small role. So an ensemble sometimes is even more important than a lead, and shows are really about teamwork and collaboration throughout the whole. So the ensemble member who maybe is in 1 or 2 numbers does give a lot to those numbers and helps tell the story.
you're a senior this year, so is
I
this your
am.
final performance?
It is.
How do you feel about that?
It's bittersweet. I mean, it's been 4 incredible years in this program, and we've built a family here, so it's hard to be leaving that, but I know that I've grown so much in these 4 years, and I'm ready for the next step to continue that growth.
This is my final show because this has been a dream role of mine since like 8th grade. So I think this is a really good send-off for me. There's so many storylines along the way and so many connections. There's a villain along the way who wants to be rid of the Romanovs completely, and it's really wonderful because at the end of the show you get to decide, do you believe, or what do you believe? And of course there's fabulous dancing and wonderful music and the ballet, and it's a lot of fun, and the set and the concept are a little different this time around. It truly will remind you of one of those great Disney stories.
And Michael is with us now. This looks like a show you would see at Overture.
Mm-hmm. It's like a Broadway production. It's everything. It's got the talent, it's got dancing, the beautiful costumes that Amber did, a gorgeous set and lighting. It's just astonishing that this is a high school production.
It's incredible.
The level of talent. Josiah, that young man that you interviewed, you have a fun fact about him.
He's a freshman, and he had absolutely no background. He just auditioned to be in Parker Arts Academy, and he's not taking dance classes. He's never taken a ballet class until now, and he's astonishing. He's just astonishing, and he's such a sweet guy, too.
That's funny, we said he pulled his hamstring 3 times. Wow.
Imagine waking up and being like, I'll just give this a try.
Exactly.
And then mastering it.
That's exactly it. It's like people like tease him, say, "Yeah, so you're a basketball player," and he's like, "No, I like ballet." And good for you.
Yes, exactly. Anastasia opens tonight at 7. There are showings tomorrow night and a matinee Sunday afternoon, as well as next weekend. Tonight's tickets are $12. They'll increase to $15 for other showings. It's at the Parker High School Theater in Janesville. Break a leg, everybody. That looks like a beautiful, beautiful show. Okay, the weekend is here. It's Friday!
You're ready for spring, too.
Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much, Michael. We'll see. Oh, what are you doing next week?
Next week, Dear Evan Hansen at the Overture.
Oh, we're looking forward to that. That's a big one.
I'll have my arm in a cast.
Okay, we'll be right back.
At Star Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at starandbank.com.
People with plaque psoriasis are rethinking the choices they make, like the shot they take, the memories they create, or the spin they initiate. Otezla, it's a choice you can make. Otezla is not a cream. It's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. With Otezla, you can achieve clearer skin. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. Otezla can cause serious allergic reactions. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I'm at the Supreme Court where it looks like Ron Johnson is going to get exactly what he wants. Overturning Roe v. Wade, reinstating Wisconsin's cruel abortion ban, and putting doctors in jail. But that's not what Wisconsinites want. We don't want politicians making healthcare choices for women. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I approve this message because as your senator, I will never sit by and allow our rights to be stripped away. Join me. Let's fight back and defeat Ron Johnson.
Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at starandbank.com.
Tonight at 5, media responsibility is crucial with the rise of the internet. Why News 3 Now has adopted a new policy when it comes to naming crime suspects, and a new agreement between colleges to address the state's nursing shortage. It's coming up tonight at 5.
Just a third of Wisconsin's child abuse and neglect reports get investigated by CPS.
Any child that dies from violence is unnecessary.
Naomi Coles tells you why the state says it's more complex than meets the eye. News 3 Now investigates Sunday at 10.
Well, some pockets of sunshine trying to come through for us right now in Madison. Over the last few hours, we have seen some light rain showers closer to Janesville, but notice right now things pulling further away for us. So I do think the rest of the evening looks nice and dry, and it's going to turn into a really pleasant Saturday. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and pleasantly mild. High temperatures will be in the mid-60s. Mother's Day also looks great, and a little warmer next week. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. We'll be right back.
Discover what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. You'll find something new every time you visit to keep your project on budget with low price and high quality home supplies. For one-of-a-kind items, shop Habitat Restore Dane County today.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Time for ache and burn.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those will probably pass by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is approved to treat the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation.
Got any room in your eye?
Ask your doctor if a 90-day prescription is right for you and pay as little as $0.
I prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Even liberal fact checkers say Democrats have repeatedly lied about me. Now they distorted my record on the tax relief I got for more than 90% of American businesses. The truth is, because of my efforts, small businesses like these on Main Street were able to stay competitive with the big guys. I held firm so that all businesses got tax cuts, allowing them to grow and create good-paying jobs. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Things in life are free.
Just wait until he hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation? Are you kidding me? Yeah!
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus no interest for 1 year. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Well, just because Mark is off doesn't mean Louie and Oliver are.
Nope, they've been working extra hard this week to bring you this week's edition of the News Hounds.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, an area otter has playtime with her pups.
A two-toed sloth celebrates his 6th birthday.
And a little girl shares a bond with a special seal.
But first, happy birthday, Hudson. Hudson is a muskox at the Point Defiant Zoo and Aquarium in Tacoma, Washington. He took his birthday party head-on and celebrated with watermelon and one of his favorite activities, headbutting his roller brush. The base of muskox and horns can absorb the shock from impact, helping to protect their brains. Native Americans' names for the muskox translate to ugly moose and ugly bison. But we think Hudson looks pretty great on his birthday.
This might be the sweetest interaction you'll see today. A little girl was taking a walk around Blank Park Zoo in Des Moines with a flower when she decided to stop and wave to the seals. You can see the smaller seal, Mira, wave back. Needless to say, the seals were certainly intrigued by the little girl, and she was equally amazed by them.
Earlier in April, Shamrock, the North American river otter, swam with her pups at the Milwaukee County Zoo. The zoo says Cedric, Corky, Bailey, and Evie are perfecting their swimming skills behind the scenes before they make their debut to visitors in their outdoor habitat. This is the first surviving North American river otter litter for the Milwaukee County Zoo.
A two-toed sloth had a birthday party recently at the Phoenix Zoo. Fernando turned 6 on April 25th, and to celebrate, he was given roses to munch on and a treat made of biscuits, apples, and zucchini. Two-toed sloths are still for so long due to their low-energy diet. They try to save what little energy they have by moving slowly and deliberately and sleeping 15 hours a day. What a life!
And that's this week's edition of The News Hounds.
Enjoy this week. Yeah. That's a great video. Brady, thanks for your help this week.
Thanks for having me.
It's really fun.
It was.
All you moms out there, have a great Mother's Day weekend. Mark will be back on Monday. That'll do it at 4. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.